What's happening? I'm sitting at a red light. There's always bums on this corner. I'm good. Hot. $93 degrees today. 101 on Friday. How are you? On Saturday. This Saturday or last Saturday? Sorry, I had a phone call. I'm on my way home. I just passed the Coliseum, Scott. Yeah, it's going to be 101 this Saturday, or this Friday. So you're off today and off the rest of the week? You on vacation or something? Wish I could work 3 days. I work 5. Yeah, screw that. I don't like Walmart. What kind of questions y'all got? Here's my question. What's the need for 89 octane and what vehicles need it? 89 seems like a scam. I make more than that an hour, Scott. 89 octane, okay, so the number on octane ratings is how much compression a fuel can handle before it ignites and resists knock. Most cars are 87 octane. High performance cars are technically high octane is 91 or higher, depends on the state. No, I'm not flat rate, I'm hourly. So some cars, like your high performance cars, different states not regulate, but they say what high octane gas is. I'll message you later, Scott. So the mid-grade gasoline, there is like a few manufacturers out there that do require 89 octane. Now, can you put 87 in it? Yeah, it'll be fine. It's not really a scam. It'll run better with the 89. Now, my little Ford Ranger, is it going to run better if I put 93 in it? No, it's not. A Mustang or a Corvette or Ferrari or whatever, say it takes 93 octane. Is it going to run better if you put 87 in it? No, It's not. It's going to run like crap. It's going to knock like hell. So that's kind of the happy medium for some manufacturers. And actually only 7% of people in the United States actually run 89 octane. I found that out earlier. Flex fuel is garbage. You get horrible mileage with flex fuel. Now, if you're E85 tuning, that's for like a track or something, it'll run better on that. But if you're trying to just travel around, E85 and flex fuel is just garbage. So to answer your question, Bob, it's not really a scam. Your vehicle doesn't call for it. So just keep running 87, you'll be fine. It's not going to do you any good to run it or a higher octane. You're not going to get better mileage. You're not going to get better power. Basically. Now, if you had like a Mustang or something, it'll run better with the higher octane. Or, I know you got that Ferrari in your driveway, that Lamborghini. Next question. On my way to look at a 98 Dodge Ram 1500, 8.0 V10. You can have it. That's in storage. Jesus, people. You got a whole clear lane and you want to wait till last minute. GT328. Arrest me red. 98 Dodge Ram. Well, there's really nothing wrong with the 98s. That's before Dodge became what Dodge is now. Not hating on the manufacturers, but they can't seem to get it right. How much they want for that truck? Dream car. I want a GT500. How many miles? That's not a lot of miles at all. That thing's not even broke in, man. If it runs good, sounds good, man, jump on it. Yeah, I want a GT500R. They had one come in when I was working at CarMax. It was a 2021, I think. It had about 1,200 miles on it. They wanted 101 grand for it. Yeah, keep me posted on that. What's your next question? It's not 1,000 horsepower. It's like 785. How to donate to your channel? You can go through my PayPal, my Cash App, or if there's the little donate button down there on your screen somewhere in the chat with a little money sign. It's the time to work on a power line. I can't see the chat box. All I see is a screen. So I think somewhere down there on the end of the chat bar or something, there's like a dollar sign or something if you want to hit that and donate. If you do it through my PayPal or Cash App, it's just going to go to the channel. Hey, look, there it is. Appreciate it. Guy paid $700,000 for a Cobra GT and couldn't drive stick. Did they up the horsepower on those for the new ones? Because you can't get the GT350 anymore. No, the GT500, not the 500R, excuse me. The 500 is like 785 horsepower. The 500R is basically a track car. Doesn't even have a back seat. I appreciate that donation, Blue Moon. Yeah, I'd love to have one of those. What other questions you guys have? I have a few minutes. I just pulled in my driveway, but I have a few more minutes before I have to leave again. Bob, did that answer your question on the 89 octane gas? Ranger's doing good. All right. The Ranger's doing good. It's got 29,400 something miles on it. About 800 miles away from an oil change. No issues. Runs great. It is hot. It's hot. I'm trying to hold my phone still and it's shaking. There's a storm coming in. I don't know if you guys can see that back there. Dude, it's hot. I need AC. And there's no AC in the shop. And the owner was like, me and Robbie were talking to the owner. She said something about, we need some AC work, or we need some AC. And Robbie's like, yeah, we need some AC. She goes, why don't you call some people, get some AC work? He was like, no, I'm in the shop. And she was like, oh, no, you're not getting that. Really? It's 97 degrees outside. It's like 130 degrees in the shop. Oh, they're cheap. No, I didn't do anything about the shop status yet. Um, I did yesterday. Robbie and I did, but it was taking forever for people to come in. So, and then we were talking about something important. So I ended the stream. But I haven't done anything today about it. That money that just Blue Moon just donated is going to the shop. So I'm gonna put all your guys' names on my wall in the shop. It's for here's I think I got it for 419 last night, and then I think 93 octane was like 499. So yeah, dang, it costs like $22 to fill my motorcycle. That's bad. I used to be able to fill it up with like $8. I don't see how you guys are still driving up there. Somebody posted on my comment in Connecticut. It's like I think they said 6 something, 5 something. It's ridiculous. I got like dirt underneath my fingernails. I hate that. I got time for one more question. What you guys got? I'm gonna break out the rollerblades. Use 3 tanks of fuel a year? I wish, man. You guys have any other questions? On your 2011 Ranger? I'll go through a tank in about 9 days. 9 or 10 days. Not bad at all. In the city, I'm getting 24, give or take. The grossest vehicle I worked on? Oh man. Uh, that one here recently at CarMax, it was pretty disgusting. I had that video on there. I think that was probably top suit. There was just food everywhere, just nastiness. There was one at the Ford dealership just like it. So they kind of, it smelled like just rotten food. It's gross. I had gloves on when I got in the car. That's, yeah. Well, I remember when I opened the door, a bunch of just trash fell out on the ground. Ugh. Most expensive vehicle I worked on, a GT 500. That one, and then a 2015, the 2015 50th anniversary Mustang. It was in my bay one morning when I came in, and it had like the car cover on it where the doors zip. A guy in Texas had bought it. I didn't technically work on it, but I had to move it, and I had to PDI it. But I think all in all, total, he spent like $110,000 on that car, like shipping it. But the most expensive one I worked on was the GT. It was a GT 500. It was a 2016, I think, 2017. My buddy Renee, he owns a trucking company, and he hauls like exotic cars, Lamborghinis. Like Judge Judy bought a Lamborghini, and he delivered it to her. It was for her husband, but I did go to the Lamborghini dealership a couple years ago. Took my son for his birthday, and he sat there and talked with the salesman, and I was asking about the technicians. Most of them started out at like Ford or Acura, something like that, and then they just kind of worked their way up. They went to Ferrari, and then left Ferrari, went to Lamborghini. I also did work on a 64 fleet side Chevrolet pickup when I was at the mom and pop shop back in 2018, 2019, something like that. The guy was like a brain surgeon or something. He had that, and then he had like this old Jeep with like the hardtop that you could take off. He did a bunch of work too. And what was that other one? It wasn't a Bugatti. I think it was a Maserati. I think it was an oil change on a Maserati at that same mom and pop shop. I don't know why that guy came in, and it was, I know it was like a $500 oil change. I think Robbie will remember that one. Yeah, I've sat in a Ferrari. I've sat in a Lamborghini. I've never actually drove one or worked on one. If you want to count the 65 fastback Mustang that I had, then yeah, I worked on that too. But I have to hop off here. I have to take my wife to an appointment. I'm going to try to put out a video. I know doesn't exotic vehicles need special oil and filter. Most of them use like European oil. You can use a regular filter on them. Like a European formula. Most of them, like, if I'm not mistaken, I think Lamborghini, Ferrari, I think Maserati, I think they call for Mobile One. If I'm not mistaken. I think that's what they come factory filled with, or Castrol. But I know Jonathan wanted a movie like what's my favorite tools that I used that I spent money on, what's the worst tools that I spent money on and never just used them again. So I'm gonna try to do a video on that. I may do that tomorrow. Yes, I know the Bugatti has 13 drain plugs. I watched the video on that. That's a $20,000 oil change. I watched the video on YouTube on one of those. jumped in my trunk. I don't have a trunk. I'm in a truck. Thank you, Bob. I have no idea who he is. Kick him out. You know we don't play that in here. Anyway, guys, I gotta go. I gotta get my wife to an appointment. Appreciate it, Bob. Thanks for doing that. I'm sorry it's such a short video, but I will try to go tomorrow and do live, or I will do a video on some tools, okay? I'll see you guys on the next Blue Moon. If you're still in here, I appreciate the donation. You guys, you can still do it through PayPal, or go hit one of those super thanks buttons on any video if you can. It'll be like next to the thumbs up button. It'll be to the right. It'll say thanks and have like a dollar sign in it. That all of it, all my revenue and everything that I'm making, which isn't much at all, is going to the business. So I got to start working for myself and stop working for somebody else. And I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me today, okay? But I have to go take my wife, and it's hot in here. And I will see you guys on the next one. I love you guys.